Hola, ¿qué tal? Espero que todos estéis progresando muy bien con vuestros estudios de español y estéis disfrutando del proceso. Hoy vamos a ver cómo hablar de probabilidad en el pasado en español. Today we are going to learn how to talk about probability in the past in Spanish. As you will see, some of the probability expressions are followed by the verb in indicativo. Some are followed by the verb in subjuntivo and others by either option. Let's see first the ones in indicativo. To say maybe, you can use the expression a lo mejor. And after you'll put the verb in indicativo. So for example, if you want to say maybe he arrived last night, you'll say a lo mejor llegó anoche. And if you want to say maybe he was in the pub, then you'll say a lo mejor estaba en el bar. You can also use the expression igual. This is also followed by the verb in indicativo and it also means maybe. So with the same examples, if you want to say maybe he arrived last night, another way to say it is igual llegó anoche. And maybe he was in the pub. It can also be igual estaba en el bar. And another way to say maybe is the expression lo mismo. And this is also followed by the verb in indicativo. So with the same examples again, if you want to say maybe he arrived last night, you'll say lo mismo llegó anoche. And maybe he was in the pub. This will be lo mismo estaba en el bar. Let's see now the expressions that have followed by subjuntivo. So if you want to say it could be that, this in Spanish is puede que, and after you'll put the verb in subjuntivo. So it could be that he arrived last night. In Spanish is puede que llegara anoche o puede que llegase anoche. They both mean exactly the same. And if you want to say it could be that he was in the pub, then you also have two options. Puede que estuviera en el bar o puede que estuviese en el bar. It could be that, it can also be said like puede ser que, with the verb in subjuntivo. So with the same examples, it could be that he arrived last night. You can say puede ser que llegara anoche o puede ser que llegase anoche. And it could be that he was in the pub. You can say puede ser que estuviera en el bar o puede ser que estuviese en el bar. Some expressions can be used with indicativo or with subjuntivo. We use the indicativo to show slightly more probability, and the subjuntivo to show slightly less probability. So maybe you can say tal vez, and after you can use the verb in indicativo or subjuntivo. So maybe he arrived last night can be tal vez llegó anoche. But if you don't think it's so probable, then you can say tal vez llegara anoche o tal vez llegase anoche. And maybe he was in the pub. You can say tal vez estaba en el bar. Or you can also say tal vez estuviera en el bar. O tal vez estuviese en el bar. Another way to say maybe is quizás. You can also use indicativo or subjuntivo with this word. So maybe he arrived last night could be quizás llegó anoche. And you can also say quizás llegara anoche o quizás llegase anoche. And maybe he was in the pub. You can say quizás estaba en el bar. And with subjuntivo, quizás estuviera en el bar o quizás estuviese en el bar. Possibly in Spanish is seguramente, and you can use indicativo or subjuntivo with this expression. So possibly he arrived last night is seguramente llegó anoche, and you can also use subjuntivo, seguramente llegara anoche o seguramente llegase anoche. And possibly he was in the pub with indicativo is seguramente estaba en el bar. And with subjuntivo is seguramente estuviera en el bar o seguramente estuviese en el bar. At this level, we have to practice a lot with the subjuntivo and indicativo. We have already seen quite a few other video lessons in this course on the topic of the Spanish subjuntivo and indicativo, and I definitely recommend that you go back and review those lessons as many times as is necessary. Knowing when and how to use the Spanish subjuntivo or indicativo in any given moment takes some skill. It is not something that you will master overnight, so be patient and study little and often. Try not to get frustrated when you encounter a new structure or expression and be proud of the great level you have already achieved. Que tengáis un buen día y nos vemos pronto con otra clase de español. ¡Hasta luego!